What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. We have got a lot to get through today, but before we get through what we got to get through today, this happened. Come on EA. Walkout, come on EA. Oh, it can't be Messi. Aguero? Aguero! Wait, is he worth anything these days? Is Aguero big things? 100K, let's go, man. Come on, boys. That's what we like to see. Aguero, love to see it. You love to see it, don't you? Oh, let's go. Heung-min Son. No, wait, Son John Ho. We pack Son. Son in a pack. That's right, guys. We end up packing Sergio Aguero from the draft win. And let me take you through what I've done today. So we got a lot to get through today as well. So I bought and sold, as I said to you guys, like a few cards, right? So first things first, I was also trying to sell consumables and I kept clearing them off the trade pile. I can't tell you how difficult it is to try and buy 10% lower, sell 10% higher, keep your trade pile free and clear, and try and clear your club out at the same time. It's nigh on impossible. So something that I've got to, maybe what I'll do first is focus on solely clearing the club out and then moving into something else. But we did buy and sell loads of Romagnolis and loads of Pepes. So I was picking Pepes up for no more than 6,000 coins and selling them for at least 7,000 coins. Romagnolis, some sold for 4,200, something like that, but most of them 37, 38. A few more Pepes, a few more Romagnolis on the list as well. A few more Pepes and a few more Romagnolis. That one and a Herrera that I did get sold as well. Some Inter Milan players sold, so I'm going to take you through what I did with those and why in just a second. Some Sanchez's and Politanos, and then those cam to centre forward cards that I sniped on the video also sold right there. And then we've got a few cards that didn't sell. So on the trade pile right now, I bought Martinez. I bought a whole bunch of this card for 1,800 coins, anticipating an Inter Milan versus Barcelona marquee matchup. What EA actually released was Inter Milan versus Dortmund, and that kind of threw things through the loop a little bit. And it did increase the price of some of the players to about 1,600 coins. So I'll be able to get rid of these Martinez cards to lazy buyers, but I'm not going to make all that much profit off of those at all, even if I have to go and sell them back again at like 1,700, 1,800 coins. But the other thing that I did, which you saw, we can see all these Martinez's here, which you saw with the Politanos and Sanchez's that I've already got rid of, is I also picked up a whole bunch of other cards. Now I don't mind making just 100 coins here or there or whatever, because I did this just at 5:45. You know, I just went and picked up like 10 or 15 of a whole bunch of different Inter Milan players, just taking a small risk. You know, I didn't want to go like massively unassigned. I literally just wanted to be like, okay, this is what I think will come at 6. Let me go and invest in that. If it's a success, great. If it's not, I'll be able to sell it back either for a very small tax loss or to lazy buyers for small gain, right? So, and again, it just depends on that point at how much of my trade pile I want to keep up or keep engaged, basically. So I'll try and list these cards off a little bit. But so I went and bought some Asamoahs for 1,300. You can see he's 1,500 on bid. I wonder what he's actually selling for. Nothing shorter than 2,700 so far. Let me list him up at 2,000. I'll just list one up at 2,000 for now. And if he sells, I'll sell them all. I'll try at 2,200. I bought some Borja Valeros at around 1,000 coins. They're also going for like 1,600 coins right now as well. All the Inter players did go up to like 1,600. So again, we're not talking like crazy profit here. The same with Kandreva, 1,600 coins. He'll probably sell quite quickly for 1,600 coins. We're not talking like outrageous amounts of profits, but just some nice easy profits. Didn't really take me too much. And then I also bought some Spurs players, 1,200 for Wanyama. He's now up to 1,600 on bid. Jesus, he might have gone up loads. Let me have a... Let's go and have a look at Spurs players, because I bought a few Spurs players. I didn't get like loads. I did get some though. And then Ranocchia, he's at 2,000 on bid now. So again, I didn't really buy many of these, and these look to be very high. Let me try selling a Ranocchia for like, let's just pop it up at like 4K. If it sells, happy days. If it doesn't, no problem. Some stuff has sold. So this was a good profit making opportunity for me today. So that Borja Valero sold for 1,600. So all of the kind of weird position cards or the cams or whatever are selling. Wait, did that Asamoah sell? I didn't see him there. Did he sell? No, Asamoah didn't sell. So 2,000 is probably a bit too much for Asamoah. So let me try at 1,800 and see if one sells at 1,800. If it does, happy days. If not, we'll go back down to 1,600. So obviously I know Borja Valero is going to sell at 1,600. I want to check the Spurs players. Ranocchia didn't sell at 4K. And Asamoah doesn't look like he's selling straight away at 1,800. And I know he would sell to lazy buyers, but I do want to clear out my trade pile just a little bit. So we'll pop him up for 1,600 as well. And again, we're not making like crazy profits off of these cards. 800, 500s, 300s, but it was like relatively carefree. I didn't put much effort into it at all. I didn't really have to think about it. I just went and picked up all the ones that were there for a price that I thought was reasonable. And I kind of went from there. So I assume a lot of these Asamoahs will go in time. Now, obviously, Ranocchia, I didn't get many of him either, but he is selling. Let me add this. I just want to see what Wanyama's going for. Let me try 3K. If he sells for 3K, I mean, first of all, that'd be a nice amount of profit, but second of all, we'll have to do something else. And let's try him also for 2,500 for Ranocchia. See if either of those sell. And then Biragi as well. We've got a couple of him for a decent price. So he's 1,300 on bid still. Let's try him up at 2,400, something like that. Maybe he'll sell to a lazy buyer. If not, I'll have to relist him. So something sold there straight away. Two things sold actually. So Valero and Ranocchia. So Ranocchia sells for 2,500. Something else sold there as well. What was that sold? Oh, I think it was the Spurs player. So he sold for 3K for the Spurs player, Wanyama there. So very nice. We bought him for 1,200, and we'll drop him up for, let's try 3,400 then. See if we can get 3,400 for him. And then the Ranocchia went for 2,400. So let's try 2,700. Oh no, wait, did he go for 3,000? Yeah, he's 3,000 on bid. Jesus Christ. So we'll be able to get like 34, maybe 3,300 for him. So good profits. And it's a shame that I didn't go a bit more engaged with this, but it's decent. You know, we're making some nice coins here. You can't complain about just easy profit. As I said, I didn't put too much time into this. In fact, very little time at all. I'd say I put about 10 minutes in, and I'm going to end up making somewhere between like 30 or 40, maybe even 50,000 coins. And the reason why I'm going to make so much is because I've still got a lot of stuff in, well, four items in unassigned, and then some stuff in the club as well that I just stored. So Asamoah's for 1,600, Ranocchia for 2,700. The other cars will go in due course. And so, yeah, I bought some Spurs players. I bought an Ndombele, 3 Ndombeles and a Wanyama. So Ndombele looks like he's up at like maybe 2.5 to 3K for him. Oh, 3K on bid there. So let's drop him up at 3.4s. I am now really gutted that I didn't go balls deep in that, because if I went fully unassigned on Ndombele, I would have made an absolute killing there. I would have made so many coins. But again, I can't be upset with what I did make. And then I did also put into the club some Spurs players. Now I know we need some Spurs players as well, but we got Ndombele, another one that I purchased there. We'll drop him up for 3K. We got Harry Winks that we picked up for 1,200. Now, being English, he's probably worth a little bit more as well, because England is part of the requirements as well. Maybe not. I'll try to get rid of these for 3K as well. Eric Dyer as well we'll get rid of. So he's a first owner one, so I'll actually use him. This one we'll get rid of like so. It's just hopefully I'm not overlisting these. Some of them sold at those prices, but I don't know if they're going to be all selling at those prices. Aurier looking like he's going for about 3K as well, I guess because he's a right back. He has a little bit more value in him. I'll hold on. What did I get for Sessegnon for? So Sessegnon I think I packed. Now, I don't think Sessegnon has good value because I don't think he's necessary. Oh no, look at that. He's still right up there as well. Very nice indeed. So I'll use the Wanyama blue and the Dyer blue, and I'll just list these guys up, and I'll hold on to this Wanyama gold. Did I pack him too? Yes, yeah, I packed. No, I don't know if I did pack him actually. I packed this Wanyama. Not that it matters, but let's just list him up. So that's all the Spurs players that I bought, and then I'll keep those Spurs players for the SBC. And then for the Serie A, I went and bought some more Inter players as well. So I've got a whole set of Inter players here. So we can pop Politano up for 1,700. As I said, those Martinez cards, I might struggle to shift those. I bought, you know, I took a risk on him because he was already at a heightened price. I thought if these players do bang for value, he'll go up to like 4 or 5k. That was just my thinking on it. You know, I bought some of the blue versions as well, and you can see with all of these cards here, I got this Vecino for real cheap for him, I think. Yeah, 700 coins for him. He looks like he's about probably the same sort of price, probably 1,800 coins. And I will keep the odd player here or there. We'll get rid of the Asamoahs. And again, this is where this is what I want to show you guys every episode, because what I haven't been showing you guys is this. So I've been showing you guys, like I said before, you know, what I have been showing you guys is a lot more gameplay and a lot less menu content, and people seem to love the menu content. So I'm going to give you guys the menu content, show you what I'm doing, how, when, where, why, and all sorts of goodness. Yeah, you know, give you guys a little breakdown as to where my coins are coming from, how I'm making them, what you can do to do the same. And this ultimately was just a bit of a risk, you know. There was nothing, not high risk either, which I do quite enjoy, but it was a bit of a risk. You know, I could easily have ended up just having to lose my tax on this. I haven't really made that much off of it. I'll keep that Candreva and Gigliardini for now. I bought him for only 1,000 as well, so we can get a few coins off of him. We'll get rid of Lazario and D'Ambrosio. And I'm hoping that we'll make some real good coins off of this. You know, I'm hoping when I go and have a look in a second that a lot of this stuff is all sold. We picked him up for 1,000. Let's drop him up. And I know some of it won't sell straight away and some of it will. But we'll just see how it goes. If I have to relist some stuff or whatever, happy days. So that was kind of just my little investments there. So 15 items have sold right there. And that puts us up towards 700k. Those Politanos and Sanchez's are gone. Borja Valeros and Asamoahs are gone. Ranocchia's selling for 32s and 33s. Very nice indeed. So yeah, we're in a good spot. So that's what I did just to make a little bit of profit there, guys. We traded I sniped the Pepes and the centre backs, whatever his name was. And then I've got, before we get into what we're going to do for the rest of today, I've got a draft win here. So a premium gold pack and 2 rare gold packs. We've got a lot of packs to go for today as well, guys. But yeah, we won, is that a board? No. Yeah, we won the draft yesterday. Or, well, I built it last night and I won it earlier on today. And we get Van der Beek Spinazzola there. See, he's even selling. Whoa, he's up. He's crazy high. I wonder if it's time to cash out of all my Serie A golds. If they're all selling for like 2,000 coins, that's really nice. What was really, really nice about this pack as well, guys, is that we got 3 rare players out of it. So can't complain about that at all. Van den Beek, I'll start. I think today's the day where I'm going to have to go through my club and look at what's selling in terms of the golds, because I am very, very heavy for gold right now. I've got a lot of gold cards. Most cards that I'll get from this point onwards will be duplicates. And there's Ake and Bittencourt. We'll hold on to those for the time being. And Mikel San Jose. Yeah, see, he's not selling for anything, so we'll discard him. But I think it's just, it seems to be like the Serie A cards specifically. And we're back up to 700,000 coins as well, which is quite nice. And we're going to get, is that a board? No, so the draft win, as expected with that return, isn't going to give us too much. We would have made profit off of it, but, oh, Alexis Sanchez, look at that. That's quite handy. And then Malinovsky, who for some reason looks like he's about 1,000 coins. I couldn't explain why. Oh, Serie A. I'm completely getting that wrong. And then, yeah, right mid to right wing to right forward is very nice. And then, like I said to you guys before, I've got so many duplicates. We've got Cody here. Now, he's definitely not really selling, is he? No. We'll put him up one. Wow, look at this menu lag. Jesus. We'll put him up to 1,300. If he sells, great. If not, he'll go on open bid. If not, you know, we'll go from there. 4 more items are sold. So Valero, Spinazzola, Malinovsky, and Cody sold for 1,300 straight away. So I definitely am going to have to go and have a look through my club and try and get rid of everything that's selling. And the reason why so much would have gone up in price right now, guys, is because there is a lot of extra stuff. So we've got the UEFA Marquee Matchups, the UEFA Marquee Moments. I'm not going to do this one, I don't think, for a 2 UCL Common Player Pack. I don't know if it's worth it. And then we've got Worldy as well. Let's start with Worldy. What I'm going to do... Do I want to sit here and do this off? Yeah, because you'll get an understanding for how much I've got in the club. So what we need is 2 UEFA Champions League common or rare players, which we'll get. Let's go for our low versions of these. Let me see if I've got any untradables as well. I'd much prefer to use untradables over everything else. So Paredes and Aouar are my untradables. I don't really want to use those guys. They're just a little too high rated. I'd rather use a lower rated blue. So for example, we'll go with who's not in marquee matchup. So this guy and this guy can go in here. So we'll pop him in there and we'll pop him in there. Now we only need 75 chemistry. Same nation, max 4. And so I could just get away with 1 league from this point on. So chemistry 75. So I'm going to go to the Argentinian league and have a look if we can fit in. I don't want to use a Dutch league. For some reason, it's standing out to me. Liga NOS, Saudi League, Japanese League, MLS, Polish League. Oh, wow, I should have gone the other way, shouldn't I? So yeah, let's go to the Argentinian league and see if we've got some golds. Yeah, see, we've got plenty of golds here. We'll pop him in. We'll pop him in. Let's go into the cam roll and have a look here. Loads of cards. So these aren't necessarily cards that really boom too much in price. It's not to say that they will never go up in price. I think a lot of the fullbacks from the Argentinian league actually do raise quite heavily in value. So we'll be mindful of that. Let's just grab ourselves a couple of goalkeepers now and fill out the rest of this squad because we don't need like too much chemistry. So we'll pop him in there. I mean, we've already got the chemistry. Players from the same nation is max 4. So I'm going to have to turn down... how many Argentinians have I got? 5, 6. So I've got 7 Argentinians. So let me go back into the Argentinian league and just get some non-Argentinians. So he can go in. Even though he's rare, he can still go in. He can go in. He can go in. And he can go in. And that should cover us for this one. Let's pop him up there. We're still at 6. Pop him in there. We lose the chemistry there, but we're down to 5. Let's pop him in there. We're now the right amount of everything everywhere. Perfect. So that's a nice little setup there for a premium gold players pack. I think I'm going to open the packs all at once. I'm going to kind of like save them, I suppose. We've now got UEFA Marquee Moments. I'm not going to get involved in UEFA Marquee Moments. Sorry if I keep looking back. I just keep my eye on the Liverpool score because it's for 2. What I do like about it is you only need 1 gold player, 1 gold rare, like from the Spanish league. This guy right here, Lucas Vasquez. I wonder if his price has actually gone up. And if he's over like 1,500 coins, he's gone. Okay, so he's under 1,500 coins, which is great. After that, you could just put a full bronze squad in. You don't need anything else, right? So we could just go bronze, low to high, down to League 4, and then just pop all of these bad boys in. And you only need 65 chemistry as well, so it's very hard to not get the full chem like comfortably, I suppose. So we're already at 64. I mean, there you go. That takes us to 68. So although I don't think that this SBC is necessarily great, it's also not too bad because it's all bronze squads. Now, what I'll do is I'll also go through and have a look at what bronze players are selling and maybe do those. And then this El Haddadi card is there. I'm not going to do him. I don't want him in my club. It's just another card that I don't particularly need. Isn't going to benefit my club or anything like that. And then we've got Total Football for a UCL 3 players pack. And for this one, you need gold, 4 clubs, maximum 5 leagues, 1 club, maximum 3, 80 chemistry. So again, it's actually a really, really easy setup. And so what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to go full Premier League only and just stay away from the clubs that are very useful, basically. Because there's some, like I say, with the marquee matchups, there's a fair few of the clubs that are very, very, very useful. So we'll pop him in there, we'll pop him in there. Now, we don't need like a high rate of... we don't need a high rate of chemistry. It's pretty low. I just don't know about the rating. I think the rating might be something that we do have to be concerned about. No, it's just golds. So we're absolutely fine. We can, in fact, get away with probably some more low tier golds that we've got going on here. So Armstrong. I've actually got a left wing back and a right wing back. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to check these guys' prices just because I feel like people might be buying them because they're on the right positions. So Mendy can stay there actually because our chemistry is already done. Sermon can go in as well. So that's the SBC done. Let's just have a look at, if he's over like 800 coins, it'll be worth selling. Yeah, I think we might get like 1,500 coins for him. Whereas normally he is 600 coins. And the same with, where did I put that left wing back? So Richie's in there. So let's put Boric in in not Boric, the other goalkeeper in there. And then Richie, 950 on bid. That is fantastic. And that's another one of those ones where if you were smart enough and you went and looked at this, you could have probably gone and bought 100 of him for 500-600 coins at 6 o'clock and sold them on afterwards. So there's another SBC turned in there, guys. Now, in terms of the rest of what's going on in the game, something that we'll work towards over the next few days, we're going to get the team of the tournament Tagliafico, and I'm going to try and couple these objectives with these objectives. Midweek battle, which is obviously squad battles, but then score in UCL games with score with UCL players in rivals games and assist in rivals games. So there's no win condition here because I want to get this prime goal players pack as well, but there is win condition here. So that's just matches. So this is wins. So scoring. So I'm not going to bust my balls to get this Tagliafico. He won't get in my team. He won't displace Jordi Alba. If he gets another inform, he'll be an 86 rated inform anyway because he already has an 84. But if I could just do it whilst doing UCL group stages, I will just do it. So there's a few packs to play for in the season objectives as well, which is really nice. And then we have got the other SBCs. So yeah, I'm not going to do the player SBC today, guys. But we have then got UEFA Marquee Matchups. So this requires some pretty fun stuff, actually. There's some good items available. So one Liverpool or Salzburg player, and I'm going to check for Liverpool and Salzburg cards. I don't think they're going to go up too much in price because you need one Liverpool or Salzburg. Speaking of which, 2-0 Liverpool now. So they've literally scored 2 goals in about 5 in-game minutes there, and they've secured their route through the Champions League. Naby Keita, 57, Mohamed Salah, 58. So it literally was 2 goals in 2 minutes. Now, I have a lot of Liverpool players. Let's pop Adam Lallana in there. I want to compare his price. I know I can't list him, but yeah, see, he's not even 1,400. Like, people aren't buying him 1,400 on bin, which means he's like, these players aren't selling. So pop him in there. We need one Austrian player. Let's go and get, and it has to be a gold as well. Now that might have some impact on the market. Austria there. What do we got? All right, let's put, is that a Salzburg player? No, that's MLS Red Bulls. I'll go through, I will off camera, I'll go through all my stuff. But if I sell stuff, I'll show you guys, obviously. So that's the Austrian taken care of. We need another Premier League player. So if we can just get ourselves a Premier League striker, an English one, let's put Murray in there. Now, chemistry 75, player quality gold. So it could be low again, right? So what I'll do is I'll go for, let's have a look at our untradeable Premier League players. Let's get rid of the goalkeeper. And if I've got some untradeable commons, so these are all untradeable. So I'll take care of the cards that don't have big clubs or aren't necessarily high rated. See, Bertrand and Lascelles, I think, are too valuable to turn in. Yeah, we're getting a bit high at that point, but let's pop him in there. Let's pop him out at left back, and then we'll go and get some of the tradable cards as well. I don't have to use, you know, all untradables. I just want to use as many untradables as possible because I have so many. I've got quite a few of them all just floating around. So Boric can go in there. Yoshida can go in. Very nice indeed. And I know I don't need Premier League players, and I'm not going to use a right back either in the right back slot because, again, that'll be a place that I check to sell. And it's the same with the right mid. I'd much rather use a centre mid because the right mids will probably sell for way more. So chemistry's up there at 81. We'll turn that in. Jumbo Premium Gold Pack coming for that. Very nice indeed. That's 4 packs saved up. We then got Spurs versus Bayern. So, of course, we need 2 Spurs or Bayern players. Now, Bayern players were already expensive, which is why Spurs players flew up so much, which is why I went and bought at 6 o'clock. Only about like 15 cards. I didn't really get like crazy amounts, but that's why I went and bought them. So 2 Spurs players, 1 England player covered. We need 2 German players from the Bundesliga. I might just take 2 goalkeepers just because they will be the cheapest. Low to high. Let's have a look what German goalkeepers we've got. So we'll take him. So we actually don't have 2 German goalkeepers. Well, I do, but the Bayern guy. And then Langkamp can go in there. And then we need a 77 rated team. So let's go to... Who don't we need? So we don't need La Liga. So let's go to La Liga and pop our 77 rated team in. And I will have a look at La Liga untradables as well. Hopefully I'll have a few of them floating around. La Liga Golds untradeable. Obviously we've got some nice high-end players. Okay, so these are all untradeable. I don't mind using a few of these. We only need 77 rated. So we'll take a few of the high rated cards and then a few of the lower rated cards and hope that we should be able to just fit this in to get our chemistry and our rating. Let's pop the midfielder in midfield. Let's pop the left wing and the striker. I might go for the Eric Dyer down at left back, actually, just to help with this chemistry here. We only need 80 chemistry, though. So Benyat goes in there. Yeah, see, that's going to throw us off a little bit. Let's pop him down there. That's 62. So then we can put the Spanish player in midfield there. That takes up to 69. And then Dimitrovic in there. That's 72. So not quite good enough. Let's go and have a look at what other Santander players we have. Obviously, I don't need to use super low rateds, but what have we got going on? So Jordi Massip. Don't want to prefer a defender, I suppose. Or a right mid. Let's try this guy. He gets us to 76 chemistry. That gets us to 77 chemistry. I wonder if put in... Oh, let's do this. Let's swap those two around. And then let's pop Benyat in midfield. I guess it's at 85. I might be able to save this guy up here, actually. Yeah, look at that. There we go. So just the players that we had in the first place were more than enough. Liverpool still 2-0 for what it's worth. 5 packs to open for today, guys. And then we've got Chelsea versus Ajax. So I initially thought EA had made mistakes with what they put up, right? I was like, okay, they've obviously got the wrong fixtures. What they actually, they literally changed the rules of engagement. Instead of it being a marquee matchups like normal, they now say complete challenges inspired by the best matches in UEFA Champions League. So inspired by the best matches, right? So 2 of the matches hadn't even played or haven't even played now. Or sorry, 1 of the matches. Spurs versus Bayern, is that tomorrow? I don't know. But Liverpool versus Salzburg is today. So how can it be inspired by the best match that hasn't played? I don't really know, although it is Salzburg versus Liverpool now. But yeah, they changed, I think, to screw with investors and people that go unassigned massively. They just changed the rules of engagement. They were just like, do you know what? Let's just do different matches of old instead of matches that are coming up. And if they're going to start doing that, that's a bit stupid. Right, so we need 2 Chelsea or Ajax players. So again, I will off screen go ahead and check through all my Chelsea players, all my Ajax players, make sure that I'm in a good spot there. But we've got Caballero and Tammy Abraham right there. So we'll throw those guys in. And this is why I think like certain left mids and stuff are going like high in price. We need Premier League players minimum 2, Eredivisie players minimum 1. Let's go and get an Eredivisie player. And in fact, if we've got, because the Eredivisie League SBC isn't out yet, if we've got like a full setup of Eredivisie players, I might just take a few of them. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, we've got plenty. So let's just go and take a nice amount of these. Although even these guys might be like crazy expensive. So this might be a mistake. Although the right backs and left backs are okay to put in because nobody's going to be using right backs and left backs. Let's see what we can do out of this. Let's actually put the goalkeeper up top with Tammy Abraham, get him some chemistry because we do need 85 chemistry on this one. So Gutierrez in there, Idrissi in there. Do I have any Ajax players here that I don't really want to use? Martinez and Alvarez. 2 Ajax players at centre backs. I have a feeling these guys are probably going to be worth selling. Yeah, I feel like we'll probably get like 2,000 coins a card for these. So I'm not gonna use those guys. It's just silly, isn't it? It would just be, oh, he's untradeable, so we could use him. And Marin, let's have a look at him. He's a centre mid, so probably isn't going for crazy amounts. Yeah, see, he's not selling. And this is how weird this game is, right? Because he's a centre mid instead of a cam or a CDM, people are like, yeah, I'm not buying him. They'll literally go and buy the guys that are for the correct position, which is why also this guy probably isn't selling. Yeah, 1,300, no one's even buying him. So we can throw him into the team as well, pop him up in that right mid slot. We can put Unstall in goal because he's PSV. Put this guy in because he's not from the right club. That's 69 chemistry. We could put Pereiro in because he's also from PSV. That's 72 chemistry, 75 rated. So I don't particularly want to use that German centre-back, either of the German centre-backs, but I also don't particularly want to use Veltman. And it doesn't... well, Veltman's untradeable, so we could use him as well. So we just need a bit of chemistry. So let's go back to the Premier League and go and get a striker that's going to give us a bit of chemistry and a bit of rating. Maybe like an 81 rated or something like that. Maybe a Batshuayi, another Chelsea player. Boom. There we go. happy days. So that is 77 rated, just ticks the chemistry over, and leaves us needing one more setup before we can finally get into these packs. Dortmund versus Inter. You need 2 Dortmund or Inter. So I haven't sold my Dortmund players yet. Obviously, you guys know I have the Inter players at hand, so we'll go ahead and use those. Yeah, we've got Kandreva and Gagliardini. And because of this formation as well, the right mids and the right wings and stuff are probably all selling, which is, again, probably why Spinazzola is selling for so much. So we need 1 German player, 3 rares. Let's go back to the La Liga, I think. We might be able to squeeze a German player out of La Liga. Now, we do need a rating of sorts here, don't we? So let's put Pacheco in. We need 78 rated, which we're already golden for because we put in a few nicely rated players there. So what we'll just do is try and get rid of some of the cards that typically won't sell for all that much more. Let's get our centre mid. If we do see a German centre mid, I don't, off the top of my head, there's not many. There's just not many Germans available. There's our rare player that we need. Right wing, nothing doing. Left wing, let's pop in Cordoba. And up front, we'll throw in any Germans here that I can remember. No, not really. Let's pop in Lucas Perez and have a look at what we've got going on. So we need 78 rated. I just need to put a German player in. We've already got the chemistry done. So we can just go nation, Germany, untradeable, and low to high. And let's start with this guy. Does he fit? He sure does. There you go. So that's it. An untradeable silver card. Done and dusted. And that is all of everything that I'm doing here today. Done and dusted. And that's going to be today's episode, guys. So not too much gameplay. I will go and play the games. By the time you're watching this, I'll probably be live on mixer.com/NepentheZ. So if you want to come and see me grinding towards all of this sort of stuff, go nuts. Look at that. 3,400 for that Ranocchia. Very nice indeed. And yeah, I'm actually really happy because I probably made in just 10-15 minutes of smart investing. And I'm not claiming that I'm like some mad high tier trader or investor or anything like that, but just 10-15 minutes of a little bit of guesswork and a little bit of market understanding. We managed to make anywhere between 30 and 50,000 coins, which is real nice. Does this guy sell right mid? Nope, 1,000 coins or less. Lyon, so probably not selling. I'll actually use him in the Lyon SBC when I do the French League. So not really too good. So that's why that isn't very good, the 2-player pack. And then a UCL 3-player pack here as well, guys. What are we going to get? Is it going to give us a lucky no, we didn't get a board. So and again, this UCL, but both of those, I don't particularly like those. I just kind of did those just in case. We get a Mason Mount. So Chelsea players look like they might be up at 1,500 coins, which I don't know if that's an increase. I'm going to have to do a little bit of research there and see if that's them going up to 1,500 coins or if they're just at 1,500 coins. We've then got some really, really nice packs to end off today's video, guys. Hopefully, we're going to pack at least one decent thing out here. What do we get? So nothing off the first pack. Maybe a good chem style or a pack unlock or a coin unlock or something like that would be good. Maybe a good player, you know. So Phil Jones up at like 1,500 coins right now. That's more than normal, that's for sure. I think because Premier League centre-backs are going to be in high demand, which is why Dummett as well is up there as well. Let's drop him up at 1,700. He probably won't sell for 1,700, but just for the sake of it. We get Hawk Chem Style as well, which is really nice. Some good fitness cards in there too. The Buenos Aires badge. Some kits that I don't really care about. A Bakayoko card that almost definitely won't sell. A Duffy card that almost definitely will sell right now. As I say, Premier League centre-backs are going to be right up. Pettersson as a German. Yeah, see, even him, he's going to be up. Actually, he's usually 1,000 coins or so anyway because of the League SBC. And then Congolo, another Premier League centre-back. Very nice indeed. If we can get 1,700 coins for him, that's great news. I feel like I've got a lot to clear out of my club right now. We then get 2 premium gold player packs, guys. Come on, EA, man. Let's get a... We've packed 1 team in the group stage so far. It was ZH. We've got a board here. It's an inform. That's nice. 10,000 coins in a bag. Oh, it might not have been an inform. It might have been a Europa League card. No, it was an inform. Da Silva. That's nice. 10,000 coins. Dem, is he selling because he's German? Not particularly. Yeri Mina will probably be selling again as well. Another one. Yeah, see, we're not talking like outrageous amounts of money here. Just a little bit more than the norm. Fortunis, I'm probably not interested in. Yeah, he's not selling. Martin, no. Sermon, perhaps. We did use Sermon in an SBC as well. No, he's not really worth it. If I can get 1,500 or 1,200 coins for him, that would be more than normal. Nastasic might be all right. He's typically one of those cards because he's 80 rated that is always a decent value. And then we'll just... oh, is this one of those goalkeepers that are like mad expensive? He is. 2.4k with 5 minutes to go. Jesus. I'll list him up 2k. We'll have a look on the trade pile just after to see if he sells. And then Babacan, Turkish League. Not really worth anything. The SBC that required a Turkish League player had the goalkeeper brick slotted, so he's not really worth much. So another premium gold players pack here, guys. Our coin balance just keeps rising up, which is very nice indeed. Are we going to get a board out of this one? Not out of this one. So again, hopefully some good common cards to be able to shift on, or some good rares. I mean, we get Promes. That could be... No, he's not even worth anything. Paredes, Ginter, centre-back German. Yes, very nice indeed. Very expensive card right now, or at least more expensive than normal. I have a feeling that Bournemouth guy, even though I actually used him, see, even this card, man, let me have a look. If we get 1,200 for that guy, I've got, oh, I shouldn't have used him. That was my bad. Yeah, even if we get like 1,200 for that guy, man, we got big opportunities. He's not going to, I was going to say he's not going to be worth much. Actually, 700 is not worth much. And then we get another Jetro Willems, which is nice. He's selling for 1,500. Or who did we have before? We had the other Newcastle left wing back, didn't we? Can't remember who that was. Vitolo will just drop up. I can't imagine he's selling for all that much. Iwobi is probably a decent amount right now. Again, a Premier League player. 3k there, no bins. So let's just drop him at 2k and see if he sells. Pettersson, again, another 1,000 coins off of him. Tekin, another Turkish League goalkeeper that we don't need. We can pop him up. And then this guy is almost definitely worthless. Yep, he is absolutely worthless. So we'll just drop him at 350 and get rid of him. And did we sell? We sold some more stuff there again. So we've got a Prime Gold Players pack now, guys. Come on, EA, man. Hook us up with something real nice. Let's get something big. Let's get something good. We got boards. It's not a walkout. It's just boards. Is it going to be a good boards or is it going to be a bad boards? Was that Austrian flag? I just saw some red there. No, the red was from Spain. So Alvaro Morata, I'll hold on to him for now. Falk, Danny Garcia could be all right. 81 rated, I'll hold on to him. Traore, I'll hold on to. Kolorov's always a nice one to get. Yeah, he's a nice amount right now. He always drops down to like the 800-900s as well. Battaglia will just click up once. Have I got enough trade pass space for this? I have. Didavi, he's not really going to sell. He's Bundesliga 2. Podolski as well is not going to sell just because quite useless. This guy might sell. We'll drop him up 1,600. Hayden, another Newcastle player. We'll just drop him. I'm just going to pop these up for 2 ticks and let them go on open bid. Can't be bothered to price check every single one of them. And then a small rare gold players pack. Very nice indeed. EA, come on. Let's get that big walkout. Let's get that big walkout. It's not a walkout. It is a board again, though. That's going to be Ilicic, isn't it? Is it? It is. There you go. Ilicic. Yeah, I mean, another Paredes. Maybe 1,500 coins for him. I don't know. And then also Marcelo will just drop up for 1,400. And then to end off today's video, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Well, actually, we're not going to end off right here. We're going to go back to the trade pile and just have a look at a few cards that did sell. We are going to get another board or a walkout, though, which is very nice. It's a blue. It's not a walkout blue. Wait, that is the team of the group stage blue, though, isn't it? That's going to be Haaland, isn't it? Hey, it is Haaland. Let's go. We packed another blue card. Oh, we get Samir from Udinese as well. That's a nice card to get. Couple of K on him. Hey, very nice. Now I can keep this one as my first owner and get rid of this one that I purchased. 17k he is. I bought him for 13k. There you go. I actually sniped him quite nicely for 13k too. So we'll take a tiny little bit of profit on him. Dost can just go up. Again, we'll just pop these guys for a couple of ticks. And if they sell, they sell. And if they don't, I mean, they'll go on open bid, I'm sure. Let's drop him up and let's drop him up. Loads of centre backs. Hey, we packed a team of the group stage. A Sergio Aguero, a Son card, a Son special card. So we only sold 4 things, but we're at that point. So Ginter sold, Jones sold, Duffy sold. So Premier League centre-backs are selling for 1,500 coins. That's really nice. But we have got loads of stuff on the trade pile that's all going to go. There's not much here that I'm holding as investments or anything like that. This is all like sellable stuff. Some of the Spurs and Inter cards I'm going to have to relist at a little bit of a lower price to get the coins for them. And then loads of stuff here that's going to all sell nicely as well. I'd be very upset if we're not over 100,000, sorry, over 1 million coins over the next day or so. Before rewards, I want to be over 1 million coins for sure. So I'm going to go and have a look at what I need to clear my club out with and what's selling and what's good and so on and so forth. But that's going to be the end of the video for today, guys. So if you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.